What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Rogue Legacy. Man, I think I've played about 4 champions since the last video, and I finally got a Shinobi. This is what I've been looking for. It's even a giant Shinobi, which is not exactly ideal for what I'm going for here, but... Let's see, how many... Here's my last Shinobi. And so we had a Paladin, Barbarian, Barbarian, Paladin, Paladin, Barbarian. And if I get a Shinobi, I'm playing the Shinobi, so that's how long it's been since the game's given me a Shinobi. And I haven't even unlocked the other classes yet, so... my goodness, it has been a bit interesting, but... we're finally here, at the Shinobi. Now that I think about it, actually... I bet you that armor is actually really good on the Shinobi, because the Shinobi does not scale off health very well. So I haven't been trying very hard on these other classes. I really just wanted to find a class that I could play. A Shinobi, basically. And I guess I'll just go ahead and upgrade my health twice. But I have gained quite a few levels. Most of that is actually from our last update. We ended the last update with 5-digit gold, like 12,000 gold or something ridiculous like that. So, what I did is I just upgraded my attack a whole bunch. But now we've got a Shinobi. I'm so happy. The Shinobi will 100% make the most use of all this attack that we have now. Especially being a giant Shinobi. Man, I just want to kill everything in this room, actually. Oops. Doesn't even matter, though. Hiya. It's so much fun killing things with the Shinobi. Maybe we'll be able to beat the entire game with this character. Probably not. Still a little glass cannon-y. I only have 144 health. But I'm pretty much guaranteed to do something stupid before then. Oh no, I actually opened that. That does not bode well. I wanted to save that chicken leg so that I could go back and top off before I fight the boss, but maybe with this giant Shinobi I'll just get there without getting hit one time, right? So I actually talked about it in the last update, or I would talk about it more in depth now, but the giant Shinobi is awesome because you can... like, usually the reason giant classes aren't that good is because it's easy to get hit. But the thing is, the Shinobi one-shots most things anyways, so... like, all you gotta do is hit it before it hits you, and you're good to go. Nice, we're already here. Fantastic. 3 minutes into the video, and we'll fight the boss. Alright, well, let's go. So the great thing about the Shinobi is that I'll hopefully do so much damage to this guy that it just... oh no, the balls, though. I gotta worry about the balls. That's what she said. Oh god, I'm getting hit so much. Please come down here. But I am kind of crushing this guy, though. Yeah, there it is. Nice. Oh, please get out of the way. Do not want to get hit by that ball. That would be bad news. But yeah, all it took was the Shinobi. How about that? And we've beat the third boss. It's that easy. Like I said, the Shinobi is OP early. And I guess you might be wondering what I'm actually considering early, because I mean the Shinobi's still pretty godlike, and we're almost done with the game. And what I mean by early, basically, is it's one of these guys. Is before you max out the attack damage stat. Or really before New Game Plus Plus. He's still pretty decent in New Game Plus. But there comes a point when the Shinobi wears out his usefulness. And it comes once you've finished upgrading the attack damage stat. And the reason for that is because there's two other attack stats to actually upgrade. The critical damage stat and the critical chance stat. And the Shinobi does not scale at all off of either of those because the Shinobi can't crit. He just does double damage. So, and the way it works is that the Knave actually scales incredibly off crit. He gets like a free 125% crit damage, as well as a free 15% crit chance. So once you get to the point where you're leveling up crit chance and crit damage, because that's all that's left to upgrade as far as damage goes, the Knave starts becoming the class to go to. So the problem with this giant Shinobi is that there's a lot of bullets in the fiery depths. And a lot of spikes, so gonna be looking to... And I can't necessarily one-shot everything like you just saw. I can't one-shot that guy though, that's pretty important. Oh no. Okay. Please. Another thing about the Fiery Depths is that it's below the castle, right? So, one of the biggest things about this game is if you can't see what's below you, you have to proceed with extreme caution. So, of course, in the area below the castle, naturally you're going to have to go down a lot. More than you go up. Like, in the tower, you get to go up a lot. So, well, I mean, that's not entirely true, but I mean, you come from the bottom, so at least there's that. Looks like there's nothing in that room. So, no need to go in there. Also, you can't see very well. Being nearsighted, or being farsighted in here, actually, would probably be a nightmare, but I've never actually done it. Haven't actually spent too much time in the Fiery Depths because, to be honest, the way the game works is once you can beat the Maya, really, the Fiery Depths isn't that bad. The enemies don't go up that much in difficulty. Or they go up so much that you just want to skip the area. So you're just like, wow, really? Man, I'm gonna use... I can't even kill that guy like that. Huh, there wasn't even one on that floor right there. So basically, you're looking to either skip everything in the Fiery Depths, like you're looking to straight up skip the rooms, or it's not that much harder. Kinda begging for a chicken leg. I do still have the forest area to go to if I manage to find the boss room without dying. Kind of a big if at this point, to be honest. Oh, it's these guys! Okay. Whew. Pretty sure I can't beat those guys with this glass cannon Shinobi. The thing in this is that this room seems pretty rough, but I think I'll go ahead and try it. Oh god. Why did I risk it? Because that other room looked even worse, that's why. Another one. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Please. Oh please. Please! Oh, okay. Okay, this is not looking good for our hero. Maybe. Okay, I got that guy. Oh no, it's that thing. Please. Ah, dang it. Ah, man. I'm so sad right now. I had a chance to get through that door and I couldn't do it. My god, freaking archmages and barbarians. My god, I hate barbarians so much. But, to be honest, it gives me my best chance of winning, so... I guess I'll go ahead and start upgrading the rest of the castle. Do you want to unlock the spell sword? Maybe I can actually get to the, no, I won't have enough money for it. I was hoping I would have enough money to be able to unlock my, my randomized children button, but not in the cards. Since I'm playing actually, did I get any new equipment that I can buy? Doesn't look like there's anything too cool. Nope. I can actually upgrade this critical damage twice for a really good gold value. I guess I'll just do that. Level 57 now. So, the level stat can kind of be misleading, as you'll notice, because I just leveled up a lot of things that don't have anything to do with, like, battling enemies. So, the thing that's kind of annoying about this game is it's hard to really tell if you're improving or not. Like, I feel like maybe one of the ways you can tell is, like, how few children it takes you to beat the game. But at the same time, your children are always random, and if you get crappy rolls, then it's just not going to be that good. And so it might be like, how low of a level can you beat the... I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. This weapon will be more useful for the boss. So you might be like, well, how low level can I beat the game in? And that is probably a little bit better, but again, like I just showed you, you gain levels for things that aren't necessarily battle related. And if you like want to build a well-rounded castle, like just for fun, like, because it's more fun if you can have access to all the classes. Especially because the more interesting classes like Spell Thief take large upgrade paths to get to, like I just showed. And really, those are the only two metrics the game gives you, so... I don't know. That, like, what's left after that is, like... how many times can you beat New Game Plus? And that just gets really miserable. Once we get to New Game Plus, I promise you'll see. I actually did not read any of the stories, just for you guys, so here we are at journal entry number 9. While I was doing those other runs trying to find a shinobi. So, what's the solution to that problem? Well, the solution is to just enjoy the game and have fun playing it. Not everything has to be a freaking dick-waggling contest. Of course, it is nice to get better at the game, and it feels good to avoid things and do well. But if you don't want to do that, this game's still fun. And it gives you an opportunity to beat it, because you always get money. have found the downstep pretty useful for those guys, if only to save time. Because when you land on those guys, when you miss a downstab, you don't actually take damage, so... So yeah, you'll notice that these chests are like regularly giving me 4 money bags. I mentioned that in the last update that the loot you get... Oh, nice. That the loot you get from from chests... Oh my god, I really jumped right there. I'm so sad. I did not mean to do that. I was talking and I got ahead of myself like a fool. Wow, I shouldn't have picked that chicken leg up. Oh well. And, like, in the castle area, we would be lucky to get, like 200 gold in a chest. Usually it's, like, either... Usually it's... I'd say that it averages out around 130 per chest, 150, something like that. Dang, did I just skip that chest up there? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. What's down here, though? Not gonna go for that chest. I already know I'll take a ton of damage going for it. And of course, another thing is, like, if you're trying to go by, like, least amount of children it takes you to beat the game, the thing is, like, you can do that, but it's so boring going through every single little area, going for the best run you possibly can, every single time at least. You get to a point where it's like, alright, I just want to go try to progress the game. Oh my god, I really screwed myself coming out of that room over there, it looks like. Well. Hey. We still do actually have quite a bit of armor to find in the fiery depths here, so doesn't hurt to do a little exploring, especially since I'm not sure if I can actually beat this boss. Uh-oh. Whew. But I don't really see the need to go down there, especially since there's no more chests. There is a chest up there, though, huh? Please. Okay. Oh my god. Kinda screwed myself right there. Alright, shouldn't be too big of a deal as long as I can get back to the boss room. Huh, you know what? This sword might actually be pretty good for the boss also. Huh. Honestly, it's not going to matter that much either way because I don't have very much mana, but... Go ahead and pick it up just for fun. Try it out. So I am going to go ahead and just go around the castle and top off my health real fast. Shouldn't take too long. As long as I don't screw up horribly. Just need to kill about 4 more enemies, and I think I had another chicken leg laying around. See, this chest had about 200 gold in it, and that's good for the castle area. I think if I go over, I'll actually reach the forest fairly quickly. Oh, it's a fairy chest. Well, might as well go ahead and get it. Man, that's depressing that I couldn't kill that picture in one shot. I think that might have actually been one of those boss pictures I was talking about before, because that other picture didn't take me 2 tries. And there usually is a boss enemy, or a semi-boss enemy right in the middle of the room. Ooh, it's another fairy chest. Hey, I gotta go for it, right? Oh! Oh! Got it! Easy. Nice. Haste rune, even. And I live. Oops. Man, it looks like I'm actually going to take quite a bit of damage here. Maybe not that much. Well, yep, I guess it is that much. At least we're making some pretty decent profit. Man. Gosh, now I gotta go into the forest area. I realize I'm not going to be able to... Oh, nice, I just got a chicken leg. Easy. Alright. I think I left a statue up here? Nice. Yes, I did. And there we go. Now I'm topped off. So let's go ahead and fight the boss. What do you think this final boss is? Actually, did I fight it in an earlier video when we randomly came across this area? I can't remember. But yeah, it's a slime. Herodotus. So, this boss is ridiculous, man. There is actually a pretty good, Vamp scales really well for this boss. I should have maybe brought my Vamp sword. Maybe it won't matter, though. Looks like it's going pretty well. Would be nice to kill some of these stupid green guys. Man, these green guys are so useless except for except for this boss fight. And they're pretty annoying. And they are the... Huh, I did kill them all though. I feel like more probably spawn as the boss fight goes on. But yeah, as you can see, this boss fight's not that hard. Especially now. And I think this is actually the real reason why the Fiery Depths aren't that memorable, because if you can beat the third boss, you're pretty well on your way to beating this boss. Yeah, it looks like the green guys actually pop out of the blobs. So if you go ahead and just take your time and kill them, they won't just randomly respawn, so maybe a pretty good strategy if you're having trouble. Just go ahead and take them out. Looks like they come out of, like, the third tier blob or so. Huh, I'm actually almost dead. This could be bad. Please come over here. Can't actually hit him from there. Okay. Huh, and it's another one of these guys. Haven't actually used my magic attack at all. Like I said, it probably won't actually factor in even. Oh, you like that dash? Saved myself a hit for sure. Oh, please. Oh my god. Just when I vamped, I got wrecked. Woo! You do vamp off every one of these little blobs, though, so that helps. I've actually gained a pretty substantial amount of health. I was at about 30, now I'm at like 70. By this point in the game, also, you've learned that Vamp is like a godlike stat, so the fact that Vamp doesn't work on the third boss really trains you to be ready for this boss. Like, the fact that you can actually Vamp off this boss makes it a lot easier. I mean, think about how much time it took for us to get from the first boss to the second boss. And then from the second boss to the third boss. And then we beat this boss and pretty easily, really. So, that is the, that does open that door at the beginning of the game. I guess that's our only next logical step, but I do want to go ahead and try to fill my life up again if I can, before we do that. Please, you freaking dogs. Nice, at least I can one-shot the dogs. That makes me happy. Nice, a chicken leg. Oh my god, I just did that. I knew that was going to happen too. Really? Come here, you stupid dog. Hey. They're so easy when you just let them come to you. I don't know why I think they're so hard. Nice. This is the first time we actually saw those little slimes. They're so innocent in this area. So, let's talk a little bit about the boss names. You got Herodotus. The eye's name was Kadir. The skull's name was... I can't actually... The skull's name was the one I definitely never realized. It never rang a bell. But the third boss was named Ponce de Leon. And the fourth boss was Herodotus. Maybe history buffs out there will recognize what all these names have in common. But those of us that just have a passing interest in history will maybe only recognize Ponce de Leon. I actually recognize Herodotus. Also, wow, I'm really gonna get screwed right here because I'm a philosophy major. So I know who Herodotus is. Actually, you know what? I don't even think I heard about that guy in a philosophy class. I think I heard about him in a history class. I was a history minor for a time. Then I got off of that. But yeah, so like I was saying, if you only have a passing interest in history, you'll probably only recognize Ponce de Leon. But maybe just off of Ponce de Leon you can infer what, or you can guess what all of those guys have in common. I'm assuming it's what they all have in common, at least. We'll go ahead and figure out what that is that they have in common when we do fight the boss. I never heard of Kadir before. That guy must be, like, real ancient. So I am trying, a bit unsuccessfully, to regain my health. Nice, a chicken leg as I say that. Thank you, game. Is that a dog I saw over here? No. Nice. Good thing about barbarians is you do get a ton of HP from chicken legs. Again, I don't think whatever weapon I have will be a big factor in the boss fight. Nice, another chicken leg. Fantastic. Pretty much going, like, even money with Vamp, but these chicken legs are doing me good. Blah, blah. So yeah, like I mentioned in an earlier update, I think the down stab is pretty useless, but I've actually found a few uses for it as I was playing the game when I was going in Replaying my save. I actually did a bunch of restarts while I was doing that, so I actually put in quite some time on this game. Not that it shows, really. But, the downstab has some uses, but it's still, if you mess it up, like, you really get punished for it. And at least if you whiff a regular attack, you don't really, like, end up in too bad of a spot. Like, you end up where you expected to end up at, so it's definitely a lot safer. Oh, it's these guys! I think I can actually battle these guys. Might as well go ahead and try. Oh, no. If I could just kill one, it would really help. Okay. Nice. Now, if this guy starts to throw fire, I can... Alright, nice. Those guys aren't really that hard, are they? I didn't even get hit right there. What was I so worried about this whole time? Oh well. Glad we finally fought those guys before this LP ends. Well, I mean, it's not even close to over. I'm still going to do New Game Plus and Plus Plus, but... at least before the proper LP ends. Just one more chicken leg and I would be happy, but... Nice. Now am I really happy now that I said that? Probably close enough. We'll just go ahead and walk back to the beginning, and if I find some more free hits... Here we go, free hits. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. No need to go up there, even. We'll just go on back to the beginning of the dungeon. And here we are. And the door's opened. Man, this update's going over 30 minutes too. Dang. What a disaster. Oh well. So this area might look familiar. Can you remember what this area is? Man, that Grey Knight was level 74. So yeah, this is actually the beginning of the game. This is what your very first character plays. Down attack this, it's even still there. Thanks game, I had actually forgotten. With all this sweet mobility I have. Kinda sad that it doesn't play the music from the beginning, but this creepy silence is interesting also. Looks like we have a story. Journal entry number 25. So yeah, there's actually 25 journal entries. Maybe this one will explain to us who the prince actually is, though. Today marks the rest of eternity. I never knew what treasure lay in this castle, just that it would cure the king of his illness. ... Who would have known? It would have been the Fountain of Youth, a myth which grants one eternal life. As I look down on the body of the king, I realize that it is inevitable. Children will always answer for their father's sins. I entered this castle a swordsman, a savior. But all I have left is a rogue's legacy. Ah, they said the name. Alright, well, that's about it. I feel your anger, but I don't know who's saying you're from the room. So dang, did the prince come to... So Charon is the guy from the beginning. I mean, Charon's the guy at the beginning of the entrance that takes all your money. So it looks like the prince was the first guy to actually beat off, well, I guess the second guy if you count the king. Somehow the king got in here. So to my children's children, here I sit, impassive, immortal, and await thee. And it takes us back to the beginning of the line. Johannes, the legendary knight. So it looks like Johannes is the final boss, and also the prince. And also the guy that killed the king at the beginning, I guess. You know what? Now it all makes sense. Huh, it even unlocks all the other journal entries. It all makes sense now. I get it. Oh, man, this story's actually pretty good. Huh. Children will always answer for their father's sins. He entered this place a savior and left a rogue's legacy. Now, I think if you go back and play the beginning of the game, which I've played like 80 times between like update 5 and 6, he says like, I have a duty to my family, but my loyalty is to myself. Okay, now what the hell does this line mean? I can feel your anger, but no, it was not I that sent your family to ruin. Oh, is he talking to us here? He's expecting us, the ones that are reading this journal, to be the ones that come next. Huh. I guess he thinks we sent our family to ruin because our family keeps coming to this friggin' castle time after time. Every single child, eventually it's their duty when they grow up and they're old enough to come into this castle and just die a useless death and hand their money off to their children so that they can come and die in this stupid castle also. So that would be what sent their family to ruin. But why do they have to keep coming here? I don't know. The moment the king set foot in this castle. So that's talking about... I guess it's because our family was left with nothing when the king set foot in this castle. Maybe we don't actually ever have our money. And Charon is always like holding on to it. Because we spend the money on upgrading the castle and buying equipment that we found inside the castle. So maybe the money never actually leaves the castle. So our family is always penniless and in poverty, and the only way to get our fortune back is to come and beat this stupid castle. So now he's waiting for us. Maybe I'll throw up these other entries sometime, but not today. Today is not the time. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at number 24. Lots of dots. That's it. So this guy's talking about what he thought the final boss would be. But he saw his father, the king. He saw his father, the king. That is who it is in the beginning. It's the prince, and he kills his father, the king. He would never die, and I would never be heir. There are no words to express what I feel. Are you serious? Did he kill him just so he could be the heir? Fierce Excitement. Why did he enter this castle in the first place? He bested his siblings. He will save the king and enter the castle a greater man than, and leave a greater man than when he entered. So he came in here originally to save the king. And I guess his game plan was he was going to save the king, he was going to get the king out, and then when the king died, he would be the king. So he wanted to be the king the whole time, the prince did. So that's what he came in here for. Alright, so there's the story of Rogue Legacy. That's why we're playing this game. There you have it. And now I guess there's nothing left for us to do but go try to beat Johannes. Here he is. How many sons and daughters have been lost in your pathetic attempts at revenge? It was the king who brought ruin to your country, not I. He lied to us. He said he was wounded, yet it was only time that threatened him. He pit his children against one another, sacrificed everything to satisfy his own selfish desires, and in the end left us penniless and alone. Directed the king of the country, and chose a new family. The traitor, Johannes. Oh god. So yeah, this guy can actually use all of the same attacks that we can. Sort of. Kind of met our match a little bit. Not doing much of a number on this guy, to be honest. Kind of begging for a chicken leg right here. These things do have chicken legs in them sometimes, but I guess not this time. Oh my god. Well, I got wrecked by Johannes. Dang, that was a pretty good run, though. Huh. Well, this video is already over 30 minutes long. By a lot. But we beat the final boss. We uncovered a lot of plot, so I don't know. Hopefully next time we'll actually beat him. Let's see what we got to go with here. We got a spell sword. I guess I'll go with the spell sword next time. So yeah, next time hopefully we'll beat the game, and depending on how much time we have left, we'll start New Game Plus. But hope y'all enjoyed this update. I'm actually pretty interested in this story that we learned. I never paid that much attention to it before, but pretty interesting, huh? Well, hope y'all enjoyed this update. See you next time. Peace.